overview of the Hebrew letters, okay? We start reading from the right to left. You have Aleph, Beis, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Ches. Next row, Tes, Yud, Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samach, Ayin. Next row is Pei, Tzadik, Kluf, Reish, Shin, Taf, right? On the bottom, you have the 5 letters that repeat. If they appear at the end of a word, they take a different form and a different numeric value and all that. Mem, Nun, Sadi, Pei, and Kaf, okay? Besides that, we want to look at the nekudot. So, under each letter or on top of each letter, you have different symbols that make a different sound. So you have kamatz, which goes patach, which goes tere, which goes a, segal, which goes shva, which is silent, or chaylam, which is chirik, which is shurik, which is and malupim, which is Okay? Now that we did the basic letters and pronunciations, let us look at the weekly portion, okay? So we are in Isaiah 49, verse 14. Each week, there's a certain portion of the Torah that we read, okay? Along with a portion of the Torah, of the 5 books of Moses that we read part of the prophets, a short portion of the prophets that relates to it. The reason why I'm going to read from the prophet portion instead of the Torah portion is because the prophet portion is more redemptive. It has to do with the redemption. I don't remember where I heard this, but I heard that the redemption is going to come more from than just the 5 books of Moses. Can it come from the prophets and the scriptures? And this is this week's parsha, so let's see it, okay? Vatoimer Tzion, Azavani Adonai, Vadonai Shechacheni. Zion, Jerusalem, says, God has forsaken me, my sovereign has forgotten me. Hasishkach Isha Ula, Meirachem ben Bitna, Gam Eile Sishkachna v'anoichi le'eshkachech. Can a woman forget her baby or disown the child of her womb? Though she might forget, I could never forget you. Hen al kapayam chakoy sich, chaymoy sayach negdi tamid. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Your walls are ever before me. Miharu banoyach, mihar sayach umacharivayach mimech yetzeu. Swiftly, your children are coming. Those who ravaged and ruined you shall leave you. Si'i saviv einayach uri kulam nikbitzu va'ulach. Chayani ne'um Adonai, ki chulam ka'adi silbashi uskashirim kakala. Look up all around you and see. They are all assembled, or come to you. As I live, declares God, you shall don them all like jewels. Deck yourselves with them like a bride. Ki chorva sayech, v'shoyme moisayech, v'eretz hari suseich, ki ata teitzri, mi yoyshe v'rachaku mivale oyech. As for your ruins and desolate places and your land laid waste, you shall soon be crowded with settlers, while destroyers stay far from you. Oid yaimru v'oznayech b'nei shikuloyech. Tzarli hamakayim geshali v'esheva. You brought up, the children you thought you had lost shall yet say in your hearing, the place is too crowded for me. Make room for me to settle. V'amarta bilvavech. Mi olad li asela v'ani shechula v'gal muda. Goyla v'sura v'ele mi gidel hein ani nisharti levadi ele efoyen. And you will say to yourself, who bore these for me when I was bereaved and barren, exiled and disdained? By whom then were these reared? I was left all alone, and where have these been? Thus said my son and son to peoples, and they shall bring your sons in their bosoms, and carry your... I don't know this week's portion, but I'd like to see with you a book that I have. It's very, very interesting. We're going to learn all about Very, very interesting things that you may have never ever come across in this book right here. I hope this is the right book. Let's see. Okay, this is not the book that I wanted, but this is the book we're going to read apparently. This is Zohar Ramchal. The first part, I've done so many readings on my YouTube, so we're not going to do the first part. We're just going to skip to a random section, okay? Ulechol hayad chazaka, chashmal. This, I think, is from the last verse of the Torah, no? Anyways, wrong. This is the chashmal, electricity. That are the chayos eish, the life of fire, the livings of fire, the angels of fire. There's times when they're weak and there's time when they're king. I might be reading this wrong. I have no idea. The wise of the Kabbalah said that the chashmal is the clothing, the enclothement of the mother that surrounds the Tiferet, the balance, to guard her. To all the great awe, that on it is written, a fire before her, or before him, eating and around him. You will eat and around him, or something like this. From Psalms 50, verse 3, etc. Ilein choyos eish mamluchois techuluhu sacharon levar l'shezava min sitra achara. And to all the great wonderment on it is said, a fire before it will eat, you will eat, and around it is remaining a lot, or something. The chashmal, electricity, these are the chayos, the level of angels called chayos, alive. Fire, the kingdom, they all are surrounding and flowing from the other side. Uve, and in this electricity it says, Usvivav neshara ma'id. The kucha brechu medaktek em chasidav kachut asara. Okay, this is from the tractate Yevamot in the Talmud, Yerushalmi, on page 121, folio 2. Also in Bava Kama, page 9, folio 1, Shakadosh Baruch Hu. The Holy One, blessed be He, is exacting with His pious ones like a string of hair. Deleisman diyachul avra. There is no one that is able to enter into the understanding, bina, understanding, which is the olam haba, the world to come, rather unless through the chashmal, the electricity. And therefore, someone who is not pure and clean in his words, he is not able to pass there, as it says, with the fire of Hashem, he's judged. We can try and read more, but honestly, I was looking for a different book. I was looking for, I think this one, let's see. Volume 1, perfect. This is what we're looking for. So we're going to scroll down a little bit to page 90 about is where he starts getting very, very interesting. He starts talking about the different Gentile nations and Jesus. Let's try to find page 90. It's 92, 91, 90. Okay. Alright. Some of this we read on my YouTube previously, so we're gonna find something that we haven't read yet. I don't know. Let's read this paragraph here, yeah? He says, the mistake of the Christians in the matter of their Messiah, okay? This paragraph right here. The matter of what is said about the Christian, or what the Christians say, that their God descended downwards and enclosed in a body physical person in order to save and rescue. And that this was the awaited Messiah. You should know that the mistake of theirs was born from something true. Because behold, the Messiah that is going to come to reveal, he will be enclosed within him, the God without doubt. And this is the secret of that which is written in the Bible, V'nachalav ruach Adonai v'gomer, etc. And it will rest upon him the Spirit of God, etc. I don't know where that's a quote from. You can Google it. This right here, V'nachalav ruach Hashem, Gomer. And it's a secret also of that which is written in the house of David, like God, like an angel of Hashem before them. Because godliness is enclosed within him. And this is literally like a God down below. But it's not like they think. I don't know how to translate this word, Hanevara. That God himself descends and reveals in the form or likeliness of man to save and rescue the world in his death. But the truth is, like I wrote, that the Messiah, the true Messiah, is a man literally from the source, the root of Yishai, Jesse. That godliness is enclosed within him to open up the eyes of the Orot, Oiros, like skins, I don't know, and to save the world. And this godliness is enclosed within him to give him strength to bear the afflictions. And it was that his rest was an honor. I don't understand that, but at least we read it and did my best to translate, okay? The next paragraph. The matter that this Christian, disgusting Christian, was called his name Salvation, Yeshua, Salvation, which is a lashon, is a matter, a way of saying Yeshua, with the full spelling with the hey, which the Christians don't have, by the way. They spell it Yeshua without the hey. I was mistaken in the past. I thought his name might have been Yehoshua, but you see here, it's not Yehoshua, like our Joshua. It's not. It's Yeshua, which I don't even know anyone else Yeshua. I never heard of such a name ever, but apparently it was a common name back in the day. The reasoning is that he caused a salvation to Israel with that which he removed from within them many sparks of waste, of the mixed multitude. They were mixed in within them. And this evil person, he made a head to all of them, because he was a mamzer and the child of a menstruating woman. So a mamzer is like an illegitimate child. So he was the product of an illegitimate childhood, meaning his mom had relations with someone other than her husband. She cheated on her husband, and she was menstruating. So he came from the worst situations. And all the rest of the foreign blemishes that were in Israel at that time, they grabbed on with easiness and they clasped onto him. Because a min finds his min. I don't know if min means like an apostate or just a type finds his type. Or I don't know how to translate. I don't know what that means. But pretty much the wicked ones find the wicked ones. So Jesus did us a great service because he came from such a wicked place. His mom cheated on her husband. She wasn't faithful. Plus she was menstruating. So all the wicked people within Israel grasp onto him. You see, there's a lot of Jews today that become Jews for Jesus types. There's a lot of Christians converting to Judaism in a fake way, converting to Messianic Judaism. It's a way to remove them from us. It's a surgical removal. So in a way, Jesus helped us. How? By surgically removing himself, and everyone cleaves onto him, removing them from the body of Israel. The kfar negzar mimenu yispach. It was already decreed from him, blessed be he, that this wicked person will remove the evil and the extraness from the body of Israel. Because we rotate, megalgel, megalgolim, we rotate or encircle the debt on those that are owing a debt, those that owe the debt. And just like we remove and send the wickedness to the garbage in the hand of a man that is low and like disgusting, so too we sent forth and removed through the hand of this wicked, disgusting and filthy, all the wicked people, all the wicked men, the children of wickedness and sin, the seed of falsehood that were mixed in with the seed of truth. And they were the leftoverness of the bread that became leavened. And it came into the hand of leavened bread or vinegar, many from Israel. Therefore, it was cut off and it was divorced through his hand. Those that were cleaving to this disgusting Christian. The weak ones helped and fell, and together all of them will be destroyed. And this is hinted in the Rosh Tevis, the first letter of each word. Yeser she'es v'yeser ez. The leftover of the se'es, I don't know how to translate. And the leftover of the ez, I don't know how to translate. If you look at the Rosh Tevis, it's Yod Shin Vav. It's ayin, it spells Yeshua. Shu Rosh Tevis Yeshua. It's the first letter of each word, Yeshua. Ki yeser, the word more or leftover, is from a lashon, it's from a word of shiur pseles, leftoverness and extra, like garbage. And all of the words where it says yeser, more, it's like kinatul dam. It's similar to like natul, which I don't know what that means. And this wicked person, he sat in Bedad alone, and out of the camp was his settlement, because he took upon him all the leftovers of the clarifications from within the holiness. Like someone who clarifies the garbage from the food. And the corresponding and the opposite him is the true Messiah who's going to come to make close the farther ones. And corresponding to that which the true Messiah makes close the far ones, this wicked false Messiah, Jesus, that made himself Messiah, he came opposite him to make farther the close ones. This one portioned the wicked person from God. He made them separate. He made man, this wicked man, made separate from God, because he made man to pay to him, and according to the value of man, we'll find him. I might have translated the last part wrong. I didn't really understand what it was saying there. It says, see more in the explanation of Mishnah Torah by the Maimonides on page 391. I'm going to end it here, but you can see very clearly Christianity, Jews for Jesus and all that, it's a very good thing. Even though they're wicked and wrong and this makes no sense, it's very good because it gets rid of all the bad people. We don't want all these false people converting to Judaism. So what God did is he made a Jesus. They will convert to Jews for Jesus, they'll convert reform, and this way they won't be a part of the body of Israel. So there you can see it. Fuck Jesus and fuck Terry and fuck I can't remember her name, but all the Christians that like think they're gonna convert to Judaism, but they're gonna do it through Jews for Judaism or through reform. Here's your proof. You're going straight to hell, and it's a good chesed. It's a good loving kindness God did for us. He gave us Jesus. Why? So that you guys can convert. Because he knew you're false, he knew you're fake, and he knew you're going to want to convert. So he gave you Jesus so you can latch onto Jesus and you won't be connected to us, the true Jews, like me, and my child, and my wife.